Hello students, I welcome you all in this first class of Material Science and Engineering, where we will discuss about crystal structure. So before studying crystal structure, we would like to know what is a material, what is material science, and what are the use of the material scientifically for engineering purposes. So then we can say material science and metallurgy or material science and engineering can be defined completely. So first we would like to discuss about material science, engineering and its relation with crystal structure. So there are more than 1,000 types of material exist in nature. How we may ascertain that? Which material is best suited for our application? If you are using a particular material scientifically for engineering purpose, engineering application purpose, but you can say, you may call it engineering material. Like water, when we use steam to generate electricity, then you may call water as engineering material. Similarly, when we use sand to mix concrete, it is called engineering material. So the material when we use scientifically, that is called engineering material. Right? Okay. So to understand the nature, properties and behavior that exist between the structure and properties of the material, to understand, we have to understand the crystal structure. So what is a structure? Basically, what is a structure? A structure is arrangement of internal components. What affects its properties? For example, diamond and graphite. Diamond and graphite both are allotrope of carbon. Their internal property means the material which constitute graphite and diamond is a carbon. But the property of diamond and graphite is entirely different, means whether you can say entirely opposite. Diamond is the hardest material and graphite at the same time is a lubricant. So what is the basic thing which differentiate these two materials? That is the structure, the structural property of material. Like carbon, as I have already told you, both are made up of carbon, but the diamond has tetragonal structure, whereas graphite has hexagonal structure, and these hexagonal layers slips over one another. That is why it is the best lubricant. And why diamond is the hardest one? Because all the units, all carbon atom is the spatial arrangement of carbon atom and diamond is tetragonal, means all the atoms are arranged in a regular tetrahedron at the corner of the regular tetrahedron. It's a close packed structure. That is why it is the hardest one. So if you want to use judiciously a material scientifically, then we should first understand its crystal structure. That is the basic unit which we would like to understand. So here first we would like to discuss all about the basic units, like what are lattices, what are the particulars which are involved to study in crystal structure, that are lattice, bases, polycrystals, what are single crystals, what is a unit cell, what is cubic crystal system. So there are three types of simple cubic cells like FCC, BCC, HCP, and then lattice and bases both constitute a crystal structure. So very first we would like to know what is a lattice. So you can see in the slide, lattice is an infinite periodic array of points in a space. That is called lattice. Let me explain you in a better way. Lattice is a network kind of system, right? Like you must have seen a spider web. The spider constitute a web followed a particular pattern. It is a ring-like structure. Another example may be taken as honeycomb, where you might have seen a structure of honeycomb where hexagonal structure arrangements are there. Very small units constitute hexagonal cells, you might have seen. And they are in a repeated pattern, right? So, other way you can say, you can assume the same scenery is repeated many a time in 2D pattern. That is called translational symmetry. An engineering term that is called translation. The scenery is repeated many a time. Another example you can take to describe the lattice, you might have seen, you must have seen, that is the pathways. So that pathway contains different similar kind of the tiles. So these tiles are arranged in a regular pattern. One tile, then putting another tile sidewise, then you have to put another tile on upper side and lower side. The entire area has been covered through the same type of tile to fabricate a pathway in a nice way. So what actually you are creating? You are creating a network-like structure that is called lattice. Then another word is adjoined with lattice. I think these 4 examples may clear you now. Hope you are clearly understood what is lattice. Then basis. So what is the basis? Basis means arrangement of atoms in the lattice. So lattice has made a structure where you put bases, where all the atoms are arranged either on corners of the lattice or in a systematic pattern. Here you can see, you can go through this slide. Left hand side, these black dots you can see, they are lattices, and on these lattices, if you put bases above these dots, then a crystal structure is formed. And the last one you can say, the red dot, black dot, that is a complete crystal structure. So lattice plus basis is called crystal structure. Then what is unit cell? What is unit cell? But you can say there are 1,000, you can say 100 sceneries are arranged in a regular pattern. But that pattern has been constituted by a unit cell. Means one celery has been arranged in a regular manner. Many times that scenery has been repeated in a regular pattern, right? So that you can say that single cell, one set of scenery means you can say that one single scenery, one picture is a unit cell, right? So you can define unit cell, the smallest repeating pattern in a crystal structure is called a unit cell, right? So atoms are groups of atoms forming a building block of acceptable size, and a whole volume of the crystal is defined as unit cell. So we can, again, you can understand. Now I think that is very clear to you what is unit cell. You can say there is a brick work. When you constitute a wall, then you put bricks in a regular pattern. One brick is putting on the above, one brick is below, one brick is sidewise. Then you constitute a wall. But what is the basic unit? Basic unit is a single brick that you can say. Unit cell. So an ideal crystal, you can see. So there are actually, when you see when you define the materials which constitute through a unit cell, then you can say that material is constituted by a single crystal unit or polycrystal unit. So there are two types of the material. One is crystalline, solid material, another is amorphous material. If the arrangement of the crystals or arrangement of the atoms in a crystal is regular pattern, then you can say it's a single crystal. And there are two types of, say, suppose one molecule, sodium chloride molecule has been constituted. There are two types of the crystal, one is Na, sodium, another is chlorine. Then this sodium chloride has been formed. If the sodium chloride is arranged in a regular pattern, that is a symmetrical kind of the crystalline system. Amorphous system, what is amorphous? Like a glass. Glass is amorphous material where there is no arrangement of these atoms. They are not arranged in a systematic manner. That is called amorphous material. Here, these three pictures you can see in this slide, where single crystal you can see, that is a periodic across whole volume. Here polycrystal, periodic across each again, and amorphous. There is no, in amorphous solid, there is no periodicity. So again, here, if you go through in details of the unit cell, you can see the crystal lattice, and another picture, box kind of the picture, is the unit cell, where three directional vectors are there. You can say three lines. X is, you can say, that is the X constitute a vector A. B line constitute a vector B, and C, that is the Z axis, you can say it is a C, vector C. So these three edges, you can say, better you can say, unit cell, how many edges are there? Though there are 6 edges, but there are 3 faces, you can say right now. So these 3 edges in 3-dimensional structure A, B, C are adjoining at one place. So the originating place, you can see the angle. So A and B, the angle between A and B is Y, the angle between C and A is B, and the angle between C and B is A. And they all are equal, means they all are arranged in a systematic way. The angle between these 3 vectors is completely 90 degrees. Why? Because all these 3 A, B, C are equally arranged in a systematic and symmetrical way. So when you pick this cell and put in a lattice in a regular manner, then a crystal lattice has been formed. You can see here this violet color, this unit cell, the same unit cell in a big system, and a crystal lattice is fixed, that is shown by violet color. So there are multiple types, many types of there is single type of the unit cell putting one above and around. That makes a crystal lattice, which I have already discussed in the first slide. Next slide, there are 3 types of cubic cells are there. One is simple cubic, another is face-centered cubic, and third one is body-centered cubic. Though it's a tetragonal structure, and here you can see in simple cubic, here you can see all the 8 atoms are arranged at the 8 corners of the cell. And in the second cell, face-centered cubic, besides these 8 atoms at the corner, one atom on all 6 faces are there. One atom on all 6 faces are there. That is known as face-centered cube. And body centers, all 8 atoms are arranged at the corner, and only one atom at the center of the cell. That is called body-centered cubic, BCC. So when you define a crystal system. So Brevis was a scientist who discovered crystal systems. So there are 7 types of the crystal systems. Brevis has deduced there are 7 kind of these 7 systems which are depicted here in the slide. Here you can see one is simple cubic, another is tetragonal, third one is orthorhombic, fourth one is rhombohedral, then monoclinic, triclinic and hexagonal. And with the help of these 7 crystal systems, total 14 crystal structures has been formulated. So how many types of the unit cell you can say here? There are 7 types of the unit cells, which you can say 7 crystal systems are there. So suppose if you want to again we come to the point, that is unit cell. If you suppose you want to fill this room completely with different types of the boxes, so very first, what kind of the box you will choose to fill this room, provided there should not supposed to be any space left. Obviously first I choose a simple cubic kind of the structure. So I will try to fill this room with the simple cubic structures. Suppose if the room is little bit hexagonal, or say it is little bit rhombohedral type of the room, if any space is left after putting all simple cubic cells, means all quadrant boxes, then what I will do? I will try to search a small box or big box having different kind of the shape and size, so that that room can be filled up. So what kind of the shape which I require, what kind of the shape of the cell or box which is required. So there are hardly 7 types of the boxes you can form by which entire space can be filled up. That has been given by the Brevis. So there should not supposed to be more than 7 kind of the crystal systems. Yes, of course, there are, based on these 7 crystal systems, there are 14 crystal structures. As I said you, like very first example is simple cubic, where you can see, you have seen 3 types of the crystal structure were there. Simple cubic, FCC means face centered cubic, and BCC, that was body centered cubic. Similarly, these rhombohedral, monoclinic, triclinic have different kind of the pairs. So there are total 14 sets of the crystal structures, but there are 7 Brevis lattices. And what are the relation between these Brevis lattices? Here you can say in cubic 3 equal axes mutually perpendicular. I said A, B, C. They all were equidistant. Their size was same. So A is equal to B is equal to C. The angle was 90 degree. A is equal to A angle, B angle and Y angle were adjacent to each other at equal distance, at equal angle. The angle was 90 degree. So that was the cubic cell. Similarly, tetragonal, 3 perpendicular axes only, but 2 axes are same, third one is different. So similarly, this is the chart where you can understand easily what is the analogy, what is the relationship between ABC and alpha, beta and gamma. So as we have already discussed about unit cell, where I told you there are 3 types of the unit cells in simple cubic, that is, one is simple cubic, another is face centered cubic, third one is body centered cubic, but they all are cubic cells. And 4th type is HCP, hexagonal close packed unit cells. Now, if you want to calculate how many atoms contains by these single cells, can be calculated easily. It can be seen through the 3D model, or you can calculate mathematically. So first we will take the example of this say simple cubic. So as you know, simple cubic cell contains all 8 atoms at the 8 corners. So if you cut a ball, say the ball is suppose you have taken a cricket ball that is solid, and you cut it into 8 pieces, 8 equal pieces. Even you can have an example of lemon. You can easily cut through a knife. You cut into 8 pieces and fix these all 8 pieces at the corner of the unit cell. So if I say now you calculate how many numbers of atoms that cell contains, what would you say? Does it 8? No. There was one atom and you have cut that atom into 8 pieces and 8 pieces fixed on the AE at each corner of the atom, but atom was 1, right? So simple cubic contains 1 atom, right? I think there is no doubt about it. In the next slide, I think you can see mathematically also we can discuss that there is a formula NC upon 8 plus NF upon 2 plus NI upon 1. What is NC? NC means number of corner atoms, NF number of face centered atoms, Ni number of internal atoms. Here in this case in simple cube, how many corner atoms are there? 8 atoms are there. So NC divided by 8. Okay, there was no face centered NF. As far as NF is concerned, there was no face centered atom. 0 by 0, you can say 0 by 2. So 0 by 2 is again 0, plus third one is Ni, internal atom. There is no internal atom, so 0 by 1 is equal to 0. So you can say 8 by 8 is equal to 1. Again that comes around 1. So simple cubic contains how many atoms? 8 atoms. Again another second unit, that is body centered cubic. So body centered cubic, you can say simple cubic if you put one more atom in the simple cubic cell and you put in the center of the body of that cell, that will become body centered. So how many number of atoms are there? You can see second picture, all 8 atoms, all 8 atoms are again lying at the corner of the atom, at the corner of the cell, and one atom at the center. That one atom which is fixed at the center is a complete atom. So how many atoms you can see here? Again 8 at all 8 pieces at 8 corner. So number of atom is 1. 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1, and one whole atom is there in between at the center of the cell, which is touching all 8 corners, all 8 atoms. That is face centered cubic. So you can say there are total 2 number of atoms. So BCC contains 2 atoms. Mathematically again here you can see BCC is equal to NC by 8 plus NF by 2 plus Ni. Using this equation, how many atoms were there at the corner? Again 8 atoms were there at the corner, so 8 by 8. How many atoms are there at the center? That is 1 center atom. Face center, there is no face center. NF, there is no face center. 0 by 2, again 0, plus internal atom is 1. So 1 by 1 is equal to 1. So 1 plus 8 by 8, that again comes around 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So BCC contains 2 atoms. So now we see third one is face centered cubic. So face centered cubic, you can see here the arrangement is such that each face contains 1 atom. So 1 atom lying inside the cell, one atom, half of the atom lying inside the cell and half of the atom lying out of the cell. When one is embedded, half of the atom is embedded in the cell, better you can say, and one of the exposed out of the cell. So one Unit cell contains how much faces? How many faces? That has 6 faces. 4 surrounding faces, 1 face up, 1 face down. So 1 cubic cell contains how many faces? 6 faces. 6 faces contains 6 atoms. But what is the share of the atom? What is the share of these 6 atoms in that particular cell? Because only half of the cell is sharing, and only half of the cell is there inside the unit cell. So now you can calculate 8 cells are at that, 8 atoms are there at corner, so that is constituting to 1 cell, 1 atom. And how many face centered atoms are there? How many faces? 6 faces. 6 divided by 2. So how many? 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. So 3 atoms are there on faces and 1 atom at the corner. So face centered contains 4 atoms. Mathematically, you can say FCC is equal to NC by 8, NF by 2, Ni by 1. So that comes to 4. Last one is hexagonal closed packed cell. This is little bit difficult. If you see the structure very carefully, you can see that hexagonal structure having how many faces? 6 faces. They are surrounding 6 faces, and one face at the upper side, another face is bottom side. So it contains 8 faces. So you can see here, you can see how many atoms are there. If you want to calculate, you can see upper one face, you can see at the corner of upper one face 6 atoms are lying, and 1 atom at the center of the face. So how many atoms? 7 atoms are there. But how many corner atoms are there? Very first we should calculate corner atoms. So at upper face 6 corners are there. Similarly at lower face 6 corners are there. So how many atoms? How many atoms are there? Total corner atoms. How many corner atoms are there? 6 above, 6 below. And how many face centered atoms are there? Means at the center of the face 2 atoms. One at upper face, another is at bottom face. And how many internal atoms are there? You can see a trigonal in between of the center of the cell. You can see a trigonal, and that trigonal contains 3 atoms. So if you calculate mathematically, how many atoms? 1 by 6 into 12. 12 atoms. 6 atoms above, 6 atoms below. 1 by 6 into 12. Half into 2. 2 atoms are there. One at the upper face, another at the below face. Half into 2. And 3 internal atoms are there. That comes around 6. Again, you can calculate NC upon 6 plus 6, NF upon 1 plus 1, Ni upon 3 is equal to 6. So HCP, hexagonal closed packed structure, contains 6 atoms. So again we can say, see here, BCC, simple cubic contains 1 atom, BCC contains 2 atoms, FCC contains 4 atoms, SCP contains 6 atoms. Now we will, another property of the unit cell, atom or crystal is coordination number. Coordination number. What is coordination number? Number of neighboring atoms touching each other. How many number of neighboring atoms are there? That is called coordination number. Suppose you are residing in a multi-story building. So there are so many people are living in the multi-story building, but how many neighboring flats are there? They are your neighboring. How many neighbors are there nearby your flat? Means the flat is touching. Their flats are touching with your flats. That is called, you can say, that is the coordination number. So you can see here, this is the picture of simple cubic structure. So simple cubic structure, how many coordination number? What is the coordination number of simple cubic? So simple cubic, you can see simple cubic, how many atoms are there? You can see the cubic cell, where the center atom, you can see the center atom is the red point center atom, that is pictured that is colored by red color, and there are that center point surrounded by 4 atoms on the same plane, one atom above, another atom below. So coordination number of cubic cell is 6. So what about BCC? BCC, you can see this center atom. BCC, how many atoms this contains? 4 upper, 4 lower, 1 body center atom. So body center atom is touching 4 upper atoms and 4 bottom atoms. So what is the coordination number of BCC? It is 8. Now coordination number of FCC atom. It is difficult to picturize, though FCC contains coordination number. What is the coordination number of FCC? Face centered cubic, it is 12. I tried to draw a picture so that you can see easily its coordination number. So there are 2 cells. One, I have put up one cell above the another. So for a while, just you can imagine there is single cell. There is single cell means bottom side. There are 2 cells, one lying at the bottom, another above it. So first you assume there is only single cell. Forget for a while. There is one more cell putting on the above. So if you see the bottom cell and look at the face of look at this center atom. Here you can see this is this face. Here you can see this is one cell, and at the how many faces are there? How many faces this cell contains? 6 faces. 1 upper, another lower, 4 sidewise. So 6 faces. All 6 faces contains 1 atom each. But if you calculate, if you want to calculate, that if you would like to understand the coordination number of this FCC, face centered cubic cell, so just you assume about, just you think about this atom which is lying at the center of the upper face of this unit cell. So what is the coordination number of this cell? Here you can see these 4 faces contains 4 atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 5th one and this is 6th one. But just there is no connect. There is no contact or connect with the bottom face atoms. So this atom is connected with the 4 atoms of the same plane. This is the one plane. This is the same plane. This is the same plane. So this is connecting with the touching with the 4 atoms of the same plane. 4 atoms at the lower face means not, you can't say lower face, same surrounding faces, and 4 at the above another cell. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 1. So now you can number it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So coordination number of FCC is 12. So today we will discuss about material science. We learned about lattices. We learned about crystal structure, lattice plus basis crystal structure. We learned about, we have calculated number of atoms and coordination number. So thank you very much, and we will go again shortly for next videos.